12. Shocking archaeological discoveries in Germany that terrified scientists. Ancient civilizations around the world have left us with countless monumental, mysterious, complex, and exquisitely crafted structures. These archaeological discoveries not only carry with them mystical stories, but also conceal many answers about history and the origins of humankind, challenging our understanding of the world. This leads us to ask, are we the only civilization on this planet, or perhaps the only one in this universe? Archaeology, like a time machine, takes us back to the past. What is uncovered often surprises us again and again. Recently, during an archaeological excavation in Germany, researchers made several unexpected discoveries that revealed countless mysteries behind them. So, what did the archaeologists find? Let's explore now. 200 remains of Napoleonic soldiers. More than 200 skeletons of soldiers from Napoleon Bonaparte's army have been discovered in an excavation in Frankfurt, Germany, drawing significant attention from the archaeological and historical communities. The discovery was announced on September 17th in a press conference at the site, led by Frankfurt's city planning director Olaf Kunitz. According to Kunitz, approximately 200 French soldiers were buried in the area in well-preserved coffins, which helped protect the remains. Researchers believe these soldiers were likely involved in Napoleon's military campaign during the 1812 war with Russia. After the French army's defeat and retreat, some of these soldiers may have returned to Europe and participated in the Battle of Frankfurt in October 1813, a major confrontation during the Sixth Coalition War. This battle marked the defeat of Napoleon's army and resulted in the deaths of about 15,000 soldiers. The soldiers buried in Frankfurt may have died from injuries sustained in the brutal battles or from the effects of disease, particularly rickettsial fever, an illness caused by lice-borne bacteria that devastated Napoleon's troops throughout his campaigns. According to archaeologists, the current excavation has revealed 30 skeletons, with the remaining bodies expected to be uncovered in the next 4 to 6 weeks. The bodies were found in wooden coffins, which helped preserve the bones and prevent decomposition, ensuring the remains were well maintained. This discovery is not only significant from an archaeological standpoint, but also provides valuable insight into the lives and deaths of the soldiers in Napoleon's army, as well as the harsh challenges they faced during the wars and the epidemics of that era. 16,000-year-old shapeshifting wolf remains. Recently, while researching caves in Germany, archaeologists discovered 8 canine teeth and fossilized jawbones in the Gnirschole cave, belonging to a creature that was in the process of evolving from a wolf into a domesticated dog. The discovery of this transitional species, which bridges the gap between wolves and domestic dogs, could provide valuable data on the origins and evolution of domestic dogs, as well as how prehistoric humans domesticated animals for survival purposes. According to Dr. Chris Baumann from the University of Tübingen, Germany, they analyzed the well-preserved genetic material in these fossils, comparing it with DNA from 11 ancient dogs excavated from another nearby location. These included 3 dogs from Frankfurt, Germany, 2 from France, and 5 from northern Canada. These dogs' remains date back between 33,000 years and the 7th century AD. Carbon-13 and nitrogen-15 isotopic measurements were also used to classify the remains into 3 groups, A, B, and C. Group A is more similar to ancient wild wolves, with a diet primarily consisting of large animals like elephants and mammoths. Group B showed lower nitrogen-15 levels, indicating a diet with less protein and more variety. Group C had higher carbon-13 levels, suggesting a diet predominantly made up of small mammals. All the shape-shifting wolves from the strange cave in Germany belong to Group B. They ate a mix of small mammals, such as wild rabbits, as well as hooved animals like reindeer and horses, along with carnivores. This not only supports but also explains their half-wolf, half-dog characteristics. These were wild animals that had begun to be domesticated by humans. Therefore, around 14,000 to 16,000 years ago, wild wolves were domesticated into household dogs. The Gnirschole cave is one of the places where this miraculous process occurred. The mysterious Egyptian mummy. 10-year-old Alexander Kettler recently found a coffin while rummaging through the attic of his grandmother's house in Diepholz, northern Germany. The mummy, wrapped in bandages, is believed to be that of an ancient Egyptian. The mummy was found inside a stone sarcophagus decorated with pictorial carvings, along with a mask and a jar, which ancient Egyptians used to store the internal organs removed during mummification, placed inside a wooden box. Experts are currently studying whether the mummy and the items in the coffin are truly from ancient Egypt or if they are replicas or something entirely different. Alexander's father, Lutz Wolfgang Kettler, a dentist, mentioned that he did not X-ray the mummy but planned to transport it to Berlin for expert examination. According to Kettler, his late father had traveled to North Africa in the 1950s, and it is possible that he brought home an unusual souvenir from Egypt. At that time, the trade of real mummies was still taking place. Kettler added that the mummy had no odor and had been forgotten in the attic for at least 40 years. So, what is the true identity of this mummy, and why has it remained undiscovered for so long? This may still be a mystery. 300,000-year-old Mammoth Remains. A team of archaeologists from the Department of Human Evolution and the Senckenberg Center for Human Evolution and Paleoenvironment at the University of Tübingen recently unearthed the 300,000-year-old remains of a straight-tusked mammoth, a female, found in the famous Pleistocene site of Schöningen, Lower Saxony, Germany. This site is best known for the discovery of wooden spears, the butchered remains of horses, saber-toothed tigers, and other large mammals. Dr. Jordi Serangeli, an archaeologist at the Senckenberg Center, stated that the research team found a pair of tusks measuring 2.3 meters in length, a complete lower jaw, several vertebrae and ribs, as well as large pieces of bone from 3 limbs and even 5 delicate bone hooves. According to Verheyen, an archaeologist at Leiden University, this was a large, elderly female mammoth with worn teeth. The mammoth stood about 3.2 meters tall at the shoulder and weighed around 6.8 tons, larger than modern female African elephants. It is likely that the animal died of old age rather than being hunted by humans, as elephants tend to gather near water or lie in water when sick or weak. Additionally, archaeologists found 30 small stone fragments and 2 long bones that were used as tools for hammering. They also discovered tiny stone shards embedded in the bones, suggesting that these stone tools were sharpened near the mammoth's carcass. Dr. Serangeli noted that Stone Age hunters likely cut the meat, tendons, and fat from the animal's carcass. The mammoth's remains may have provided a diverse and relatively common food source for Homo heidelbergensis. While prehistoric hominins were skilled hunters, there is no compelling reason to believe that they would have risked their lives hunting fully grown elephants. The straight-tusked elephant was a part of their environment, and hominins knew they often died near lakes. With this new discovery at Schöningen, the research team does not seek to deny that dangerous elephant hunts took place, but this evidence raises doubts about it. 4,000-year-old mysterious squatting skeleton. The strange skeleton mentioned above was discovered during an excavation prior to the construction of wind turbines near the village of Bietigau in Brandenburg, Germany. The finders of the skeleton were Philip Roskoszynski from the archaeological consulting company Archaeos and Christoph Rizagata. As soon as the information about the skeleton was widely publicized, it attracted significant attention from the academic community. Dr. Christoph Krauskopf of the Brandenburg State Heritage and Museum Authority commented that the skeleton, which belonged to a woman, was found in a squatting position, leaning to the right with her head facing east. However, the burial site containing the ancient remains did not yield any artifacts that could help archaeologists pinpoint the period in which the woman was buried, although experts believe the skeleton is over 4,000 years old. The prevailing hypothesis is that the burial dates to the Neolithic period, between 2500 and 2200 BC. However, the aspect that most intrigued experts was the burial method and the strange posture of the skeleton, which has not yet been fully explained. With little evidence, further research is expected, including carbon dating, genetic testing, and strontium isotope analysis of the woman's teeth, which could reveal details about the environment in which she grew up. 130. Bronze Age houses. Located in the village of Pummelta, about 85 kilometers from Berlin, Germany, archaeologists have discovered 130 houses near a Bronze Age sacrificial site known as Ringheiligtum Pummelte, or the Pummeltes Sacred Circle. This site has been compared to the famous Stonehenge in the United Kingdom. The ancient German monument consists of 7 concentric circles surrounded by ditches and embankments, which may have once supported wooden posts. In the latest excavation in May 2021, a team of researchers from the University of Halle-Wittenberg in Germany uncovered a settlement surrounding this site. Until now, archaeologists had believed that Ringheiligtum Pommelte was purely a location for ritual sacrifices, but this is the first time evidence of long-term habitation in the nearby area has been discovered. Previous excavations at the site uncovered incomplete human remains of children and women, some with severe head injuries and broken ribs. The researchers observed that the bodies were left in situ, with the injuries potentially being the cause of death or very close to the time of death. Despite abundant evidence of sacrificial rituals at the site, no evidence of long-term settlement had been found until this latest discovery in May. It was once believed that Ringheiligtum Pommelte was only used for seasonal rituals at specific times of the year, or for purely ceremonial events, including funerals. However, with the recent discovery of 130 houses and 80 complete house plans in the ground surrounding the ancient site, dating to different periods, this view has changed. Some of the houses date back to the earliest construction of the sacrificial site and may belong to the Bell Beaker culture, around 2800 BC, possibly the original builders of the structure. The majority of the houses discovered are from around 2200 BC, during the Unitic culture. Researchers are continuing excavations at the site until October, hoping to learn more about the social and religious environment of the Unitic culture. The team emphasized the need for further excavation to explore the connection between the recently discovered settlement and this important ancient monument. Mass grave hidden with secrets of an ancient nation. Nearly 400 years after the start of the 30 Years' War, researchers have revealed new findings about the lives and deaths of soldiers who fought in the conflict. In 1632, around 9,000 soldiers were buried in a mass grave in the town of Lutzen, Germany, and today, scientists have discovered and analyzed many of the remains. Their analysis shows that most of these soldiers were killed by gunfire, an unusual finding for that period. The 30 Years' War, fought between 1618 and 1648, was a religious conflict between Catholics and Protestants within the Holy Roman Empire. Most of the battles took place in Germany and other Central European countries. War, famine, and disease were key factors contributing to the death toll during this period. In 2011, archaeologists discovered a mass grave in Lutzen and unearthed remains from a massive 55-ton earth mound. The archaeologists analyzed the remains of 47 soldiers. Their findings, published in the scientific journal PLOS One, revealed that while many soldiers had been killed by cuts and slashes, others died from gunshot wounds. The researchers discovered that more than half of the dead soldiers were shot, with 21 showing head injuries and 11 having bullets lodged in their skulls. According to the researchers, the number of gunshot wounds was unusually high for that time. The analysis also revealed that most of the injured warriors had head wounds and bone fractures. Small items of clothing found in the grave suggest that the soldiers were stripped of their uniforms before being buried. 2,000-year-old ancient air conditioning system. A villa in the ancient city of Cambodunum, located in present-day Bavaria, Germany, has revealed an advanced underfloor temperature regulation system, allowing its owners to maintain warm rooms and hot baths throughout the fall and winter seasons. According to ancient origins, Cambodunum is the oldest town in Germany, once inhabited by Roman invaders. The Roman Empire, which expanded around 2,000 years ago, left behind impressive structures across Europe, showcasing a level of architectural sophistication that surpassed much of the world at the time. Despite being invaders, the Romans also left a remarkable legacy in scientific and technological achievements. The recently excavated villa in Bavaria is a prime example. Covering 800 square meters with 2 floors, it is equipped with high-tech systems far ahead of its time, and it still astonishes researchers today. The most fascinating discovery is a huge air conditioning system hidden beneath the villa's floors. This system warmed the rooms without the need for open fires and also maintained hot baths. Ancient German workers, under the direction of Roman engineers, constructed many aligned columns, creating a 2-layer floor. Between these 2 layers, pipes were installed to circulate heated air, with adjustable ventilation connected to a central furnace. Thus, as far back as 2,000 years ago, the Romans had a gas heating system remarkably similar to those in modern European apartments today. In addition, researchers from the Cambodunum Archaeological Park also discovered many valuable artifacts in the villa, the most notable being Roman mosaic paintings. The Romans typically used imported stones from all over the world to create intricate and expensive mosaics. This is not the first time Roman engineering has stunned archaeologists. Ancient Roman Library. In 2017, while excavating the grounds of an old Protestant church to build a new community center, archaeologists uncovered a 2,000-year-old building containing 20,000 scrolls buried underground in the city of Cologne, Germany. According to The Guardian, initially, the archaeologists did not recognize the structure as a library until they discovered mysterious niches in the walls, measuring approximately 80 palnas 50 cm. These were likely shelves for scrolls, said Dirk Schmitz, an archaeologist at the Roman Germanic Museum in Cologne. These niches are very special, and we can see similar structures at the Library of Celsus in Ephesus, Turkey. When estimating the number of scrolls that the library might have housed, Schmitz believes the number could be as large as 20,000. Though the newly discovered library in Cologne is smaller than the Library of Celsus, which was built around 117 AD, the discovery is still quite remarkable. He commented, "At the very least, it is the earliest library in Germany, and perhaps in the entire Northwest Roman Empire. It's possible that many other Roman cities also had libraries, but they have yet to be excavated." Schmitz also noted that the ancient Romans likely chose an ideal location for this structure, right in the heart of Cologne, where trade was bustling, or in a public space within the city. At its peak, the library may have been 2 stories high, covering an area of about 20 meters by 9 meters, and it was likely expanded over time. Additionally, in one of the niches in the expanded area, it is possible that a statue of Minerva, the Roman goddess equivalent to Athena in Greek mythology, was once placed. 2,000-year-old Rainbow Cup Treasure. An archaeologist has discovered an ancient Celtic treasure hoard in Brandenburg, a state in northeastern Germany. The scientist speculates that its value must be enormous. This treasure includes 41 gold coins, minted over 2,000 years ago, and is the first Celtic gold hoard to be found in Brandenburg. The unique curvature of the gold coins has led to them being called rainbow cups. According to legend, rainbow cups were found where the rainbow touches the earth or falls from the sky, carrying signs of good luck and healing properties. The treasure was discovered by Wolfgang Hercht, a volunteer archaeologist from the State Museum of Archaeology and Heritage Management in Brandenburg. He found it in 2017, initially uncovering 10 coins. After reporting it to the museum, the total count rose to 41 coins. Hercht shared, "This is an extraordinary discovery that one can only have once in a lifetime. It feels amazing to contribute to the study of the history of our country." By comparing the weight and size of the coins, they have been dated to around 125 to 30 BCE, at the end of the Iron Age. At that time, the central areas of the Latin culture of the Celts included regions of modern-day England, France, Belgium, Switzerland, Austria, southern Germany, and the Czech Republic. However, the Celts did not inhabit Brandenburg, which suggests that the Iron Age in Europe had an extensive trade network. 1,000-year-old church. During the search for a royal palace in Germany, archaeologists uncovered a 1,000-year-old church built for Emperor Otto the Great. Otto the Great, who lived from 912 to 973 AD, consolidated and expanded his empire with a center in Germany, controlling territories across Central Europe. Historical records indicate that a palace and church were built near Helfta, in what is now the state of Saxony-Anhalt, Germany, for Emperor Otto I. Archaeologists from the State Office for Monument Conservation and Archaeology of Saxony-Anhalt began their search for these structures in May. The excavation revealed a church with 3 aisles, approximately 30 meters long, in the shape of a cross. The archaeological team explained that the church was destroyed during the Protestant Reformation, which swept across Europe in the 16th century and led to the formation of new Christian branches. Among the artifacts discovered so far is a Roman-style copper cross decorated with enamel, made in Limoges, now part of New Aquitaine, France, during the 13th century. The archaeologists also found large fragments of a church bell, a 9th century enamel brooch, and many ancient coins. Additionally, several graves surrounding the church, including some made of bricks, have been found. However, excavations and analysis of the remains are still ongoing at the site. The mysterious 1,800-year-old treasure hoard. Beneath an ancient river in Augsburg, Germany, scientists have recently uncovered a treasure hoard that dates back approximately 1,800 years. The hoard includes over 5,500 silver coins, along with thousands of Roman coins. It is believed that at the time these coins were buried, the Roman Empire was thriving, and its minted currency had spread to every corner of its vast territory. According to Stefan Kremnicek, a professor of ancient numismatics, the study of coins, at the University of Tübingen in Germany, these coins are denarii, the standard silver coin used from the 1st century to the early 3rd century AD. The coins were scattered along the riverbed, leading archaeologists to believe they may have been swept away by a flood in the Wurtach River centuries ago. There is a hypothesis that the treasure was buried in the early 3rd century, outside the city of Augusta Vindelicum, modern-day Augsburg, near the Via Claudia Augusta, the Roman road that passed through the area. At that time, Augusta Vindelicum was the capital of the Roman province of Rhaetia. However, the reason why this treasure was buried remains a mystery that researchers are still trying to unravel. They have yet to determine the motive behind the burial of these coins. Could it be that there is an ancient state secret hidden behind this act? Something that was deliberately concealed and kept from the public until today? As you can see, the field of archaeology never ceases to surprise us, as ancient discoveries continue to reveal many long-hidden mysteries. Which of the discoveries above impressed you the most? Feel free to leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on more exciting discoveries. For now, goodbye and see you next time.